How long does it take to rank in Google Maps? This is one of the most popular questions I get asked from local business owners who are eager to get more customers. And the answer is, well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi everyone, I'm Luc Durand, the founder of rankingacademy.co.uk. I'm here to help you make the most of your business online. So if you want to join the community, just subscribe and click on the bell button so you don't miss a thing. Ranking in Google Maps is the holy grail for every local business owner, and more specifically, ranking in a Google Snack Pack, meaning you will be in the top 3 results for your targeted keywords. So how long does it take to get there? Unfortunately, there is no straightforward answer to this question, since there are multiple scenarios to consider, as you will all be at different stages of your optimization process. You will need to know which scenario your business fits in to understand the level of effort required for your business to rank higher in Google Maps and generate quality traffic that can convert into leads. To help answer this very tricky question, I will be using the results of a survey that was conducted a little while ago, which I feel is still very relevant today based on my own experience, by the eminent local marketing specialists, Bright Local. Bright Local asked 18 of the most knowledgeable local SEO experts how long it would take them to rank in Google Maps based on their combined experience across hundreds of clients. If you're not familiar with Bright Local, they are an all-in-one marketing platform which provides tools to help increase your business visibility on the web and attract local customers. They also publish tons of useful articles and studies which are extremely useful to the local business community. For more information, I've put a link in the description below. And by the way, you don't have to watch the full video. You can skip to the scenario that is most relevant to your business by clicking on the relevant chapter on the video timeline or in the description below. So without further ado, let's start with scenario number 1. You have no Google My Business listing and no website. In this scenario, you are literally starting from scratch, which, needless to say, is going to be a tough road. It's important to manage your own expectations, and ranking in Google Snack Pack is not going to happen overnight. You'll need to do all the groundwork, such as claiming your Google listing, building a website that is SEO friendly, claiming citations, and create content regularly. Based on these factors, the majority of local experts, 50%, agreed that it would take anywhere between 6 to 9 months before reaching a significant level of ranking improvement if you are in a highly competitive industry and location, although 11% believe it will take over a year. This timeline drops to anything between 3 to 6 months for a lesser competitive environment. Please note, this timeline is established on the assumption you build a website that is optimized for local SEO, that you create quality content, claim business citation, and do some link building using professional services. This means it will cost money, so make sure you do set aside some budget for it. This study does not take into consideration the DIY route, which is favored by many business owners. This route can be paved with many pitfalls and could slow down your ranking progress in Google Maps. Worse, you might make some mistakes that could be very costly, so proceed with caution if this is how you decide to go about it. Let's have a look at scenario number 2. Your website has already been slightly optimized. Your website is very tightly linked to where your Google listing will appear in Google Maps. A well-optimized site will therefore result in higher rankings in Google Maps. As mentioned earlier, a lot of you are likely to have had a go at optimizing your own website. For example, you may have changed a few of your pages titles and added some more content pages, so many of you will fall into this scenario. So how long will it take to see some significant changes if you get your site optimized professionally? Once again, there will be 2 possible cases here. If you are facing a high competitive environment, the majority of experts agree you would need to wait at least 3 months to see any significant progress, when 3 to 9 months would be the best time scale to make a real difference. In a less competitive environment, the overwhelming majority of experts estimate you'd need to wait between 3 to 6 months to see real improvement. Moving on to scenario number 3. Your website has been badly optimized. What does that mean? A badly optimized website mostly means that the quality of external links pointing to it is poor, and there is possibly inconsistency in business citations found for your business across the web. So despite having a decent website, this will affect your rankings in Google Maps. If you're not sure what this all means, in a nutshell, a business citation is when there is a mention of your business somewhere on the web, which generally includes your business name, address, and phone number. They are generally found in directories such as Yelp, the Big Yellow Pages, Angie's List, etc. Any inconsistency in the information provided will be detrimental to you and will need to be corrected. External links are links that point to your website from other sites. Some of these can be toxic if they come from non-trustworthy sources, especially adult and gambling related sites. These may have been built by unscrupulous agencies you have worked with in the past and are damaging your online visibility. The expert's opinion seems to be more or less equally divided across a time frame that would span between 3 to 12 months for a business in a competitive landscape. However, the majority of them seem to agree it would take them 3 to 6 months to rectify the situation in a lesser competitive environment. Cleaning up citations tend to take some time because Google doesn't acknowledge them very fast, but until you clean them up, your rankings in Google Maps might be compromised. To check the consistency of your citations, I suggest you use the Bright Local Citation Service, which will be able to highlight any inconsistency related to your business in just a few minutes. You can register for a free account for 2 weeks without entering any credit card details, which should give you plenty of time to see where you have potential issues. Scenario number 4, your website has been manually penalized by Google. This is an extreme scenario which is generally the result of a high number of suspicious links pointing to your site as described in a previous case. Essentially, it means that you no longer rank for anything, even the name of your own business. And if you look at your Google Analytics profile, you should see a flat line. This situation is obviously extreme and critical for your business, and most experts estimate that recovering from a manual penalty would take at least 3 months just to reappear in search and a further 3 to 12 months to regain positions previously lost. Conclusion: make sure you work with trustworthy SEO agencies or experts. Scenario number 5, you stopped investing in SEO. For whatever reason, you've decided to stop investing in SEO. You may have run out of cash or just got some good ranking positions in Google Maps and don't want to continue investing. According to the experts, you shouldn't see any noticeable changes in the first couple of months, but within 3 to 6 months, the first ranking drops will occur and gradually increase. SEO is a long game and needs to be worked on regularly if you want to maintain the positions you've worked hard to get. These are all the scenarios that were covered as part of the study, but I feel there are another 2 that should have been part of this list. Scenario number 6. You used to rank well, but you relocated your business elsewhere. If everything remained the same, i.e. your business name, your website address, and you are not trying to game Google's algorithm in any way, it will probably be just a matter of correcting your business citations so they are updated with the new details. As already mentioned, it will take some time for Google to crawl and acknowledge, so expect to wait anything between 2 to 6 months before returning to the rankings you are used to. Let's move on to scenario number 7. You're already ranking very well but want to extend your reach further. Create more content that will include more keywords. It needs to be relevant, of course. Continue building links and collecting customer reviews. You should see your traffic grow steadily. Expect anything between 1 to 4 months to see further progress, depending on the difficulty of the keywords you are targeting and your website authority. As you can see, there are many possible scenarios when it comes to local SEO. The one common denominator is that SEO takes time, effort, and contrary to what people may think, organic traffic is not free. It also costs money. As Red Adair famously said, if you think it's expensive to hire a professional to do the job, wait until you hire an amateur. If you have any questions or suggestions for a new topic you want me to cover in my next video, post them in the comments below. And until next time, happy marketing.